The dangers of being a lukewarm Christian. Number one, you profess to have this faith and this love of God that your life simply does not represent. You are not a reflection of Christ whatsoever. Number two, you are often neck deep in sin. You are comfortable in sin. You are comfortable surrounded by sin. You have no interest in changing your lifestyle or the sins that you have grown to love. Number three, you are not interested in sharing the gospel. In fact, I didn't want to hear anything that pertained to Christianity. This is so embarrassing. But I did not want to hear anything that pertained to Christianity. I did not even want to accidentally happen upon a Christian song. I would immediately skip a Christian post, immediately skip. I don't even want to read it. And of course, now I understand that the enemy is constantly at work, okay? He is constantly, and the agents of darkness are constantly at work in us and around us. And there are spiritual powers at work ensuring that you don't encounter the gospel, that you don't feast of the true gospel, so that you can hold on to it and grip onto it for dear life and immediately start to see that your life is not that of a true Christian. Number four, your life is to others who are lost in the faith or unbelievers will often deter them from being Christian at all, because your indicator of faith is one that is continuously in sin, surrounded by sin, doing sinful things without any thought or consideration for this God you say you love. And so we often deter people or push them away from the faith. Number five, when it comes to being a lukewarm Christian, I think the thing that is most scary to imagine is that when or if people meet their end, they are going to end up in damnation. And that is a long time to suffer the consequences of something you could and should correct now. So my message today is really that today is the day of salvation. Stop thinking that there's going to be an opportunity. You can be like the criminal that was on the cross, or the thief that was on the cross, and be saved at the last hour. Not everyone is going to experience that last hour redemption. Today is the day of salvation. How much more would your rewards be in heaven if you come to God now in spirit and in truth? How much more your rewards would be in heaven? How much more you would please the Father, and He would be pleased with you in knowing that you made sure that you did exactly as He said. You were so eager to obey Him that you put aside this fantasy of thinking, I have until I'm 60 to be able to come to Christ and change my life around because I'm young and having fun. There's no fun in sin. There's crazy consequences. And one of the most important is that spending your eternity in hell is simply not worth the temporary pleasure you experience with the sinful habits we pick up in this world. So stay blessed and know that today is the day of salvation.